According to CNBC, 1 out of 3 Americans is experiencing layoff anxiety. If you or someone you know is stressing out about layoffs, this one's for you. As a 20-year career coaching veteran, I help people get over this anxiety every single day, and I can do it for you too. But it will take me more than 30 seconds to explain. So if you don't have the time, bookmark it and come back. So, first of all, let's talk about the definition of career anxiety, specifically layoff anxiety. Anxiety comes from the fear of what could happen. You're absolutely obsessing over, oh my gosh, if I got laid off, how would it feel? What would I do? And you're literally recreating that emotion in the present tense. It's not good for your health physically or mentally. And more importantly, a lot of times it's completely unfounded. Yes, there are a lot of layoffs going on right now, but normally you can see some signs around the office that layoffs may be coming. Closed door meetings, cutting expenses, even people not making eye contact with you. There can be the signs, and you should pick up on those signs. You shouldn't put your head in the sand like an ostrich. You should be aware of them. So if you're getting those signs and that's driving even more of your anxiety, then here's what I need you to do. Knowledge is power. The way that we kill the anxiety is by having a game plan, having insurance, having protection. And we do that by setting up ourselves for an immediate job search. The truth is, and I've done this with a lot of my anxiety clients, once you have a job search strategy and you've got these insurances in place, not only will your anxiety drop, but I've seen a lot of cases, I kid you not, where people ended up getting a better job and leaving the crummy one that they had anxiety over anyways. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, let me tell you how we do that. For starters, you need to figure out a bucket list of 20 companies that hire for your skill set. So think about the competitors, think about other companies, other industries that hire for your skill set, and you make a list of these companies and what you admire and respect about them. So you should be able to create just a little bucket list. Here are the 20 companies, and here's one thing I like about each one. Now, just a little side note, when I say what you like about each one, I'm referring to their business model. What do they do for work, the customers they serve, the products they sell, that sort of thing. I'm not talking about you heard they're a great place to work or you heard they pay well. Those are things, of course, you would want. But for this particular exercise, you're matching these 20 companies to something that impresses you about the business model. The reason for that is that when we can identify and feel that connection, it's much more positive when we approach them about jobs. And so it gives us a warm, fuzzy, happy feeling because we're excited about them as a potential employer. Now, once we have this bucket list, all we're going to do right now is start back channeling. That's it. Back channeling is not networking. Let me be clear. Networking is this whole process of slowly building up a relationship and getting to a comfort level with someone where you could ask them for something and they could ask you back. Not what I'm talking about. All I want you to do right now is start to back channel with people at those 20 companies. So what you do is you go find minimum of 5, ideally 10 people that would work in the department that you would work in. Notice I didn't say the recruiter, I didn't say HR, not even the hiring manager. I'm just talking about people that you could figure out through their job title probably work around the same department that you'd work in. And what I want you to do is ask them to connect on LinkedIn. You don't need a special membership at LinkedIn. This is free to do. You're going to ask them to connect and you're going to add a note. So you're going to say, hey, can we connect? I'm a big fan of your company because of blank. Remember that list you made? You're going to tell them the thing that impresses you about the business. Can I ask you a quick question about your success at the company? See how that works? I'm a really big fan of blank for this reason. Can we connect? I have a quick question about your success at the company, right? Now, not everyone will say yes. That's why you look for at least 5, maybe 10. But a bunch of them will say yes to that. And that's when you can follow up with them and say, I'm really curious about what you think it takes to earn an interview at your company. Or I'm really curious about what you think it takes to stand out and be successful at the company. And then hopefully they'll share their advice. You're not asking for a job, you're just asking for advice. This is how back channeling makes you visible. But here's why we do this. There's 2 primary reasons why we do this. First of all, the more people you get to connect with you at LinkedIn, the more visible you get to recruiters at that company. The way the algorithm works is it looks for people who are connected to people at the company. You ever heard about it's easier to get a job via referral? Well, when you've connected 3, 4, 5, 10 people at a company, it shows up to the recruiter. And so they see your profile, they see you're connected and go, oh, wow, they know a lot of people at the company, even if you've never met them. So this very exercise of back channeling helps you algorithmically to get noticed by recruiters there. But here's the other thing. A lot of these companies have hidden jobs, meaning they're not posting them publicly because they don't want 10,000 applicants. But what they do want is people that are back channeling and hustling to be visible. So when you go to those people and not ask them for a job, but say, I'd love your advice. What do you think it takes to be successful? What do you think does it take to earn a job there one day? You're seeking advice. You know what happens? They're like, well, this person's nice. They're asking for advice. They're not begging me to get them a job. They're just seeking advice. They take a look at your profile and you know what they do? They forward it to the hiring manager. And this is how a lot of my clients recently, to reduce their anxiety, just start back channeling in to grab those connections. And all of a sudden they're like, JT, out of the blue, they message me, they have a job available, I'm interviewing. And now they land a new, better paying job and they don't have to worry about what? Anxiety of layoffs anymore. This is how it works, folks. There are techniques that you were never taught because nobody goes to job search school. That if you understood these things, we can reduce your anxiety. And this is just one of many. If this made sense to you so far, I have something for you that is totally free, no credit card required, because I can't work with everybody one on one. So this year, my team and I built a free resource center, and in it, I put the 4 most valuable, according to my clients last year, courses, videos that I did in the platform, worth over $1,000, totally free, no credit card required. One of them is break through your career burnout. Another one is how to choose a career path. Another one is job search bootcamp, so you know how to get a job in this market. And another one is your professional strengths assessment. Like these are all sitting there waiting for you inside my free resource center, which is linked in my bio or linked in the link down here, or just go to my company, workitdaily.com, and you'll see free resource center in the menu bar. Folks, let's do this alone. If you really want to drop your anxiety, you've got to learn. Knowledge is power. You've got to have a game plan. You've got to have support. And the free resource center is where you can do that. You can be with me. I can coach you and a whole bunch of other like-minded people. We can ditch that anxiety. We can get you a new, better paying job. And we can actually make 2025 one of the best years of your life. So if you believe me, hashtag your name 2025 in the comments, and I will see you inside the free resource center. Good luck. Go get them.